so working out the chords for this was actually quite difficult, but I've tried to make it as close to the original as I possibly can without making it overcomplicated at the same time. So if you feel that some of the chords, you want to add some notes to some of the chords or change them, absolutely go ahead and do that. Like I said, this was quite difficult when I was trying to work out the chords and listen to it, because there's lots going on in the background and everything. And as for the tune in the right hand, again, this is just my interpretation of what she's singing in the video to what I'm putting in the right hand. So again, you don't have to use exactly the same notes at exactly the same time. This is just what I have translated through my fingers from her singing. So I'm going to go straight into the introduction. And in the right hand, we're going to start with a G minor chord, which is G, B flat, and D. And in the left hand, I'm going to do octave E flats. Again, you don't have to do octaves, you can just... You can do as little or as much as you like. I'm hopefully going to show you a few options so you can advance it up or keep it as simple as you possibly want to. So I did E flats in the left hand and played everything together. And then did this rhythm in the left hand. Which is the same rhythm that happens kind of in the bass in the video. So then I'm going to move to an octave G, and because my thumb is occupying that, what I'm going to do is just take the right hand thumb off so that my left hand can octave G and just continue playing the B and the D, the B flat and the D. Exactly the same thing. So back to the original one, the G minor with the E flat. Okay, so that's the introduction, and then the rest of it, again, you know, you've got the tune going on up here. The tune was quite a difficult one as well, because the rhythms are quite unusual. So the best thing is if you know the words to this, or you're really familiar with this song, this will be a whole lot easier. But with the left hand, I just went round 3 or 4 chords, I think. So the first one I started with was an E flat, a B flat, and a D. I'll see if I can write these in the description underneath for the first chord. So the first chord is this, E flat, B flat, and D. The second one is an F chord, which is F, A, and C. Again, I'll have these in the description bar underneath, I think. And then the last one is a G minor. So there's just 3 chords, G, B flat, D. And then that's it. Then we go back round to the first one again. And then back round. So it really is just regurgitating around these 3 chords. So I'm going to do the tune up here, because doing the tune, you can see the potential problem here. My right hand is going to encroach into my left hand space. So I'm going to do the tune a little bit higher up. It doesn't really make a difference. I suppose you could do the tune down here, but then your left hand is going to be a whole lot lower, and I think it's going to sound too rumbly. I personally don't like that. I prefer the chord up here because you can hear more of the tone. It's a little bit too low. So what you're going to do is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 is how you're going to go around those chords. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's how you're going to hold those chords. And then if I focus on the right hand, again, if you feel that you want to just change some of the notes, absolutely go ahead and do so. But you can use the notes, the main notes that I'm playing, to help you kind of pick around that. So that's pretty much the verse there. So I'm using a combination of Fs, Gs and B flats. Don't forget you've got B flats in this song. Ds, Cs and B flats. So they're mainly the notes that I'm using. Again, I mean, I don't know if I would actually, personally, if I were you watching this back trying to learn this, I would actually try and learn exactly what I'm playing note for note. I would just be familiar with the song, familiar with the words, and then just use the notes that I'm using as a kind of blueprint or a guide as to where you want to go, because I don't think that you'll pick up exactly what I've done, because what I've done is not exactly how she sung it on the song. It's because singing is very, very difficult to put into an instrument like a piano or, you know, a violin, that kind of thing. So I've done my best with that. So I think, you know, just use those notes and just do what you can. Don't be restricted with trying to do everything that I'm doing in the video. So that's mainly just the verse, and then when she moves on to the next bit, which is sort of the kind of chorusy bit, if you like, I just pulsed the left hand. So into the high da 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 da, the high pitch bit we'll just go on to in a second. So that's mainly just the chorus. You don't have to pulse the chords if you don't want to. So I'm not really moving from this area here, so I think if you keep your second finger on a G, if you keep that second finger on G as a basis, you should be able to kind of you won't have to move your hand, and you should be able to pick the notes out from there. And don't forget you've got B flats there. So again, if you want to pulse, 2 on each. So 2 on the first 2. So 2 on the E flat B D on the first chord. 2 on the F chord, F A and C. And then 4 on the G minor, so G, B flat, D. Back round again. If you can't get the rhythm in with the left hand, then remember, most of the time the left hand is the left hand's coming on its own. 1, 2, 3, 4. So left, right, whenever you do those chords. It doesn't come together. It sounds much better if you play the chords on their own just before you come in with the right hand. And then the next bit you've got all it is just A, B flat, G, A, B flat, D, A, B flat, G, A, B flat, G. So A, B flat, G, A, B flat, D, A, B flat, G, A, B flat, G. And then that's it, that just repeats again. Again, if you want to pulse the chords. to you. So that's pretty much it. There's just, it's just that the whole song just pretty much goes on like that. I know there's just a little bit towards the end where it sort of goes on into a little instrumental part, but I don't doubt that you, or I dare say that you could probably just regurgitate round those chords and just play something in the right hand, or just play the chorus again, or and then come back into, and then it just ends with the chorus there. So it's a very kind of simplistic song. The chords are quite difficult. Like I say, the right hand tune was quite difficult to match exactly what she was singing, but you know, use what I've done as a kind of blueprints. It might not match exactly with how you know the song, but go ahead and change that. So there we go. Hopefully a quick, easy tutorial on Lean On by Major Lazer. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check in the description bar underneath with a link to all my other songs that I've got like this. I've got some very recent ones coming up. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.